do you think you are? Ready for the good time? Who do you think you are?
Now here's something completely random.
Animals in action, animals in action.
Random.
We using that in the intro?
Dice Man Enterprises exclusively presents.
Who do you think you are?
Who do you think you are?
A talk show about everything that means absolutely nothing.
Thank you and good night!
How about that?
And now here's your host for the weirdest name of a show ever, some random guy on a mic.
Yeah, nobody else is dancing. Nobody else is dancing. There you go. Nobody else cares. Welcome into another edition of Who Do You Think You Are? I'm Byron Dice on mic 1, a.k.a. The Dice Man. On mic number 2, I got a.k.a. actually Susan Dice, a.k.a. The Dice Woman. Oh, you can follow me on Twitter at Diceman, D-Y-E-S-S-M-A-N. Also, our Facebook page is Who Do You Think You Are? We also have an Instagram account if you'd like to look at crazy photos and videos and such. Over there, it's also Who Do You Think You Are podcast. Also, you can follow Susan at Twitter at Dice Woman and her personal profile. Not sure if she wants to give that out.
I never get on Twitter. I never do Twitter.
Well,
I don't
what about
do the
Facebook?
I don't do the tweet thing. Yeah, Facebook.
Okay. We've never given that out. Do you want to include that?
I mean, if you're not my friend already, then probably we don't need to be friends. Is that bad? Unless
probably not.
Because I haven't got to know you obviously yet. I'm thinking probably not.
Yeah, you're probably right there. So.
Because I don't usually accept friends because I'm not a celebrity like you.
Church is about to get smacked in the mouth if you don't keep it down.
Get that gun out of my face!
I just thought I'd give a
Right.
shout out to Jeff Duke. He's no longer on the show, but we
Loser.
still have his sound bites. Also, on mic number 3, we have a special guest in studio. Nonetheless, we have world-renowned runner. Is that the right word? Should we say that?
Yes.
We can say that.
absolutely.
We can say that? Okay, Amber Fowler comes all the way from the Ukraine to join us. She's got jet lag, and I hear you do something on the side like cut hair or something like that. Something like that. Anyway, welcome to the program. This is our 37th episode of Who Do You Think You Are? And Amber wanted to come on the show because she's got some special treats for us today. But before we get into that, should we talk about Coke Zero?
Wow, you just bring that right out of the gate. I don't want to talk about that.
I'm just kidding. So Amber is a longtime friend of the show. She's been on the show actually before when we had the X Project.
What do they say? First time caller, long time listener.
That's it. Yeah, long time listener, first time caller. And so welcome. Is that too much in the ears?
She's just
something
like
happened.
she's so fidgety, man.
And we'll watch it on video. You'll see it later when you watch yourself. You'll be like, I'm a fidgety little rat.
I'm a
there.
little crackhead addict or something.
So we've got a lot to cover on today's show. But before, and I got some stories to go over. It's kind of funny. And let's talk about this real quick because Susan mentioned that she didn't want to go over funny stories anymore. Should we talk about that, or did?
I didn't say I didn't want to go over funny stories anymore.
Well, you said something you don't want that format anymore.
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't say that. You're putting words in my mouth.
Okay.
I like the funny stories.
Yeah.
I do too. It's just something to talk about. It's news, something that's in the news that's really not that serious that we go over and make fun of.
Yeah, I like funny stories.
Well, I got a couple of those coming up later, but first, Amber, tell us a little bit about yourself. You're a I don't know how to. Is it world-renowned runner? Do you say that?
I wouldn't say she's world-renowned. I would say she is.
Look, you always got to put yourself at the top, the best. Usain Bolt, you're up against him, right? No.
I haven't made any world or local records yet.
Okay.
She's a professional runner. Let's
I'm
call her
gonna train
professional.
hard.
Amber is a professional runner.
Yes.
Okay, and she loves running. I don't, as you can
study
tell,
it. I know
because I got
about
all the
it.
girth on me, so you can tell I can't run or I
I've got
don't
some
run.
girth. It's off season. It's not training season like a little
Well, you don't
girl.
have this girth over here. Anyway, so tell us about first of all, you're an EMT, right? You're going to school for an EMT?
Student.
A student.
Is, as of Thursday at 5:30. Yes, EMT student / hairstylist / runner.
Slash runner.
So, I know. You know.
And didn't you say you have some credentials
I do.
to show us?
Yeah, let's see that.
Let's.
What you
So
got?
she's got
couldn't-
something here that actually will give her
Solidify
that what we're saying is true. I mean, when I say world renowned,
What the crap?
Wow, what is that? A
Is that
wrench?
tools?
Yes.
I don't want people to think I don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay, so that looks pretty heavy.
What?
I better go ahead and put them on.
Okay.
This is the Okay, let's start by first race.
Okay.
First half marathon ever I was contestant number 3040, which in my age group, I was number 3040.
Wow.
That was in 2015.
And that's a marathon.
That's the
That's half
Mercedes.
marathon. The
Half
Mercedes.
marathon.
I'm not brave enough to do the full. This is 13.1 miles. This is Nashville half marathon for St. Jude's. I love St. Jude's.
Nice.
Another finisher
and
medal.
that thing looks huge right there.
This one's heavy. It's got the cowboy boots.
Woo!
That's from the Rock and Roll half marathon series. This is Mercedes of this past year, which
Look
was
at
my
that.
worst
Looks like a
one
real
yet,
emblem.
because the weather was not appropriate for February. Everyone suffered, had a horrible time.
Think about it. She looks like an Olympic, medalist.
Right. And she sounds like a wind chime.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. What if you had to run? What they made you run with all your medals on? That would be kind of difficult, right?
That'd be awful.
I mean,
It's
yeah, that would be bad. That would be bad.
That's pretty cool.
they're heavy. This is the heaviest, but at least you know that you're getting your money's worth from your race fee. You
That's
get this
true
and a
because there's probably
t-shirt.
an open market at least
And you-
$5 or $10.
You don't get one if you don't finish.
I'm
Oh, okay.
impressed.
So it's not like
I'm very impressed.
Thank you. But I'm not brave enough to attempt a full marathon yet, which
Not
is
yet.
26.2.
So okay, so that's the deal. 26.2 miles.
I just do a half.
Yeah.
13.1.
That's
Wow.
still a lot, dude.
13.1.
That's awesome.
It's yeah. People who do the full marathons are not human. That's what, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They're How about those ones that do?
Usain Bolt, is he just a sprinter or is he a marathon? He's the fastest guy on the
sprinter.
earth, right? Okay.
He's a sprinter.
Sprinter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now the guy that won, I can't remember who won first place in the Mercedes this past year, but the guy who won in 2015 was from Kenya. His name was Jordan. I can't pronounce his last name. For 26.2 consecutive miles, his slowest mile was 5 minutes and like 33 seconds, and he said it's because the rain slowed him down when he took the curve on Highland Avenue.
Oh.
So he was halfway done with the race by the time I got to his race by the time I was at mile 10 for mine.
Wow.
He was almost done.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not a fast runner. I'm a slow,
There you go,
steady.
yeah.
Hey, that's
It's
slow
the
and steady.
turtle. It's
That
the
wins the
turtle.
race, man.
The turtle on the hair.
So
I'm a turtle.
when you run a marathon, because of course I know nothing about it. When you run a marathon, is there a time limit that you have, or is it okay? I can come in, 5 hours after the last person went past the finish line.
Okay, there's the Boston, if you're qualifying for the Boston or Chicago, New York marathon, you have to run the full marathon, and you have to run it in 4 hours or less, or
Gotcha.
4.5 hours. Now, when you run the Mercedes marathon, if you're running the full marathon and you're not at a certain pace by mile 13, which is our finishing time, they just direct you and make you finish with half marathoners because they know you're not going to finish.
Gotcha.
But the half marathoners, we have 5 hours that the police will block off cars so we don't get hit.
Nice.
So,
Okay.
and if you're slow, they're right on you with the pace car.
Wow.
Lights and sirens getting you out of the way.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Before we move forward, do me a favor and speak right into the mic. Just
Sorry.
So yeah. Whenever,
Adjust
I know
it.
you wanted to. I know it's difficult because you
She's so
just got to
sassy.
stay right there. So
So much going on.
I know.
I think that
Take these
you
off.
guys' heads
go ahead and take those off.
are not in the shot that much, and my whole body is
Well-
just like, hi everybody.
Well, this is a new format because we've never had. This is the first time in this studio setup that we've had a guest on the show. So
is there any reason why you guys are like?
I mean, I can come around.
I'm
to you.
like an island
Here.
all alone.
Would you like me to come around?
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
I mean-
all you gotta do is just slide your chair down just a tad.
Wow.
I mean, see, look at that.
Look,
how,
much better.
Or
how about that?
Or I could have put the camera back. I'm just.
Don't knock
I'm
my-
safe
See,
right
look
here
at
because I
you.
got all my stuff going.
look at
Okay.
that. That's perfect.
Adjust my mic
Yeah.
closer.
I could. Okay, so you need to come down like this. Move this over. This is unprecedented.
This is real stuff here, people. You don't get this stuff anywhere else.
Well, the thing is, we do show prep, and we could have noticed this before and took care of it.
I'm sorry.
So
I just kind of felt like an island all by myself.
0. What about this right here? Move this. Watch your phone. Get it out of the way. My computer's on.
Okay, you're good.
Move your phone.
I mean, seriously, you're good. You're good.
Okay, there you go. I'm gonna pick this up. Move that cord out.
See, I just don't feel like an island anymore. Look, see.
What about now?
I feel like family.
Okay,
Set up.
so when you're talking, see if you're off the mic.
Yeah.
If you got this echo. He hates science. You got that thing going.
Oh, you do that live every time you yell it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I love doing that. Anyway, so when you're in the mic, you can tell the difference right here. Right? You know what I'm saying?
So tell me, Amber, so
she's
what's
like
the
checking
difference as far as, is there a different time frame that men have to run it or women have to run it?
Yes.
Or
Actually.
Wow, the segue.
What?
Is that,
What are you talking about? What?
You just set our segment up. That was great.
Okay.
Why
Of course,
did
you didn't want
should
nobody-
have called it out, man. It was just
Well,
perfect.
people want to know. That's good stuff.
Okay. I'm not a full marathon runner, but I've done my research and I read a lot of Hal Higdon. He's the #1 marathon runner in their trainer. He's run over like 500 or something full marathons.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Like, he's just running half his life. I mean, half of his life he's just running.
and he writes training. He's the training plan I follow for full and half.
Thank you.
So, let me scoot. So these are the Boston Marathon qualifying times as of September 16th, 2017. I put 2016. Oh well. So just for instance, if I was running the full marathon, my age group to qualify for Boston Marathon, women have 3 hours and 35 minutes to qualify. Doesn't mean you get selected. That's a whole nother story. But you have to run in 3 hours and 30 minutes to qualify.
What would make one not get selected? They look stupid or something? They
No,
run
it's
weird?
because so many people qualify or apply to be accepted, and after like the 5th year consecutively that you get denied, they give you like a consolation prize. Like, we feel sorry. Come on.
Here, let's let you run.
So 3 hours 35 minutes for women to run 26.2 miles. Now, it took me 2 hours and 45 minutes to run 13 miles. I'm slow. So for men, it's 3 hours and 5 minutes. So women have 30 minutes longer
Why is that?
because you just
Why
can't
do
run
women
as
get a
fast.
break? Oh, women?
I think for the most part, like, I mean,
What?
as far as like Olympics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, they separate men and women.
They rarely compete together. They never
Right.
do.
Right. That I can recall. They don't really compete together. It's always men run their races and women
Oh,
run
yeah.
their
It's
races.
not a co-ed thing in there. Yeah.
Right. Because men usually are taller and they, I guess, have a bigger stride than women.
And it depends on where your
usually.
navel's located, too. I heard that matters.
As far as like
With the
center
hip-
of gravity or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your men have more narrow hips, and women have wider hips for childbearing purposes, and that does cause you to run. That does cause you to run. It takes more to run. So when you run a straight line, that's where you get your speed.
Yeah.
It's harder for women to run a straight line because they have wider set pelvises. So men do have the hips that are perfectly aligned to run. Women have to overcompensate.
That
Which
makes sense.
I can be the living proof of that because that's #1 cause of injuries, and I've had a lot of those.
Overcompensating.
Oh, yeah.
Overcompensating because the hip thing.
Torn meniscus, hip bursitis, 3 stress fractures.
And this is something you want to do.
Oh, yeah.
She don't want
Right.
to get hurt,
I don't wanna
but
get
she
hurt.
wants to
Right.
run. She likes to run.
Right, she likes to run, but knowing that those things are out there to get hurt by is still okay.
Well,
Like, I know I'm going to get a bursitis thing, but I'm going to do it anyway.
I'd rather have bursitis
Than look
when
like
I'm
you.
42. When I'm 42, by saying I ran too much, than have it when I'm 70 because I've sat
Because you
around
didn't do
and
nothing?
watched Dr. Phil all day.
I got
The
you.
View.
I got you.
Okay. So, what was your... Come on.
Well,
what was your other setup there?
So, with that, with what we were talking about, you mentioned something, personally, we were talking about running and stuff, and you mentioned something that kind of set you off one day.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
And so let's talk about that.
this is where we get ready to offend all the social justice warriors.
Really? So there's something going on with gender stuff, the gender differences?
This is, I don't know what I'm going to call him him because he's born a him. He's going to be a him for the rest of his life.
Okay.
Andrea Yearwood transgender athlete stars on female high school track team. That's the title. Connecticut High School is allowing 15-year-old transgender student who identifies as a girl to run on its female track team.
15 years old.
Coaches at Cromwell High School are thrilled with freshman Andrea Yearwood, whose speed compared to biological girls makes the student a star. Andrea clocked in times of 11.99 seconds and 26.34 seconds in the 100 and 200 meter dashes, respectively, during the first meet of the season. Both times resulted in first place win. Coach Brian Calhoun said, "I have a spectacular female athlete. There's nothing more to say. To approach it in any other way might create some sort of issue or conversation." Andrea told the newspaper she hopes to inspire people, but not only with track.
Okay.
So
maybe some art classes.
So my thing is this. Okay, I'm a coach.
First
okay?
of all, I'm really shocked that there's a 15-year-old out there that's going in this direction.
And before we go any
There's
further,
younger
let's go
than that.
ahead and put it out there that this thing, 15-year-old Rick James lookalike, hasn't.
Rick James?
Yeah. He has a mustache and dreads and wears girl clothes. At least shave your mustache.
What?
He has not started undergoing any type of transition.
You're baffling
No
me. My
hormones.
brain's
So
like
I
starting
look
to shut
like
down.
I look like a dude, but I just identify as a girl.
Yes,
so
you
I'm
have
gonna
no
run as a
hormones.
Wait,
girl.
is that the normal thing to do? Like, if I identify as a female, shouldn't you go all the way and look female?
Right.
Why not
Shouldn't
run?
you trick
yeah.
people?
Right.
How about that chick that was on Crowder? That well, actually is a dude, but looked just like a chick. Well, I forgot her name, but
The mayor of some town.
no. That person was not that attractive.
Oh.
You saw her,
Right.
Or him.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the other chick that she looked like a beautiful woman. Let me just say that,
Oh,
and it
okay.
was a dude. Okay, well,
okay.
maybe not a dude anymore, but you couldn't tell unless you were, informed that I used to be a guy. Well, you're telling me this guy. You're gonna look at him and go, "Wait, you look like a guy."
Oh, yeah. It's definitely.
Well, is that? I don't know
There
anything
we
about
go.
their community. Help us,
we
Lord.
show?
That's a
Help.
dude.
Should we show that? And there's a mustache.
That is Rick James.
yeah,
Okay.
minus the glitter.
Look,
Hey, dude, get rid of the eyebrows too. Come on,
look.
fleek. Get your eyebrows on fleek.
I'm a coach.
Okay.
Okay. And this guy comes to me and says, "I identify as a female and I want to run track."
Oh heck yeah!
Well, if I'm a coach, I'll be like,
Heck yeah! And,
Okay.
and I'm going to say everything positive I can.
I'm
to the
going to say
newspapers.
everything. But look, if you guys talk about it, then you're
Right. It's
You're
gonna
wrong.
cause conversations.
It's going to cause conflict. So let's
He
don't
said
talk
cause
about
conversations.
that. Let's don't talk about the fact that everywhere else on the planet they separate men and women times.
Yeah, because there's biological differences.
Here's my thing. Here's what you should do. If you're going to identify as a woman, you should get everything in your body to function exactly the way a woman's body was function, so you can be
Equal
not
with
as
them.
good as a man's qualifying time.
And that's where the issues come in. You can't do that no matter how many hormones
me
he were
ask
to
you
start
this.
taking.
Yeah, because
Since
like
you're-
you said,
He's
pelvic-
always going to have that Y chromosome that makes him a man, that gives him testosterone, that causes
Well, I thought they could
greater.
get rid of that.
No.
No?
You can lower it, but even with hormone injections, it's always going to trump that injection.
Trump.
We love Trump. No matter what you do, it's
Okay.
always going to.
And also, like she said, hips.
Well-
that plays into.
Oh, so we
what are you
got-
going to get? Bone grafts?
Everything.
You know.
You can't take the testosterone
So
out.
you can't completely
Well,
transform
everybody's got
your
testosterone.
body.
Yeah, women have
There's
it
no
too.
way.
Just like
you
men
can
have estrogen.
completely transform your body to be a complete woman so that you're on the same level playing field. Is
I
that
mean,
what you're telling
you would
me?
have to
No.
get bone grafts and
Then
stuff
it's
too.
not fair.
It's not fair. Why do you think
We're
Amber
having a
doesn't-
conversation, right? Who do you think you are?
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Who do you think you are? That everywhere else on the planet they separate men and women because men run faster than women. It's a known fact. The fastest person in the world is not a female.
Yes.
The
Listen.
fastest
It's
person-
Usain Bolt, and he's not even. He's a tenth of a second. Not even. He's not even a full second faster than the fastest woman who's passed away now, but he's faster.
Yeah.
And she trained just as hard as him, but her body genetically can't do it.
And it's not a bad thing. Nobody's saying that women are less or
No. It's
just the way you're
anything
built.
right.
No.
You know? Just like men can't.
I can't give birth.
Right. You can't.
I can
mean-
pass kidney stones, but
No, a woman
Which is
can.
about like giving
Right,
birth.
right.
Right.
I mean, it's not to say a woman who is more trained. Like my training, my pre-training for my half marathon starts September. 12-week training starts in November. If me and you did the same training plan, I'm running my mileage 5 times a week, eating right. You're eating right, but just running the same mileage 2 times a week. We go to get, in the same race, I'm going to do better because I trained harder. But if we train exactly the same and you give as hard of training as I am, you're going to, most likely your muscles are going to respond better. Your strength is going to grow faster.
Absolutely.
Because
and that's why we have
have
different qualifying times.
Yes, you have in your DNA things that I don't have.
Right.
How come I wonder why the coach wasn't called out on this at the school, because
Well, the other teams, the other schools are like
there has to be
probably
some type
livid.
of is there any blowback where
Yeah,
this is going to stop? Because it's just not right.
Well, the school board defended him and saying that anything telling him that he can't run as a girl because in his mind identifies as a girl is against policy and it's just morally wrong. And the girl
Tell him no?
And the girl who has won first place the titles before, who is working on, I'm sure, a scholarship and all this, who has come in top in her middle school team and this team, she came in second. She even said, I mean, I hate it. It makes me sad, but I can't say anything because people are going to bash me pretty much. And the
As a hater.
The coach said, yes, that girl did good, but if she would have trained harder, she could have beat him or beat Andrea. Which you can't.
Rick James.
Because one, it's a sprint, which takes a lot of power and force to take off faster. Men just have stronger muscles. They have muscle fibers women don't have.
Dude.
What about if a female identified as a man and wants to run in that race? She'll never be as good as any of those people. She'll lose.
Right.
And you can bet
So let's do that.
they're not going to lower the times or let her try again because she couldn't be as
Yeah, let's
fast.
lower
Right.
the time for the female.
Yeah.
No.
And you're not going to be able to be on my boy team.
Dude, you're bouncing over there.
I'm sorry.
Just saying.
Sorry.
She's fired up.
I'm sorry. You're not going to be able to be allowed to be on my boy team because you're going to bring the times down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to make the whole team suck, pretty much.
I'm like, how fair is that? Can people not see that that's not fair? I don't get it.
That's what makes me so mad for these girls that are running and giving their all and trying their best. And this 15-year-old girl who can't say anything, who lives in a world that she knows she can't say anything, or she's going to be probably called all kinds of a Nazi.
Yeah, neo-Nazi.
Transgender hater.
Basher.
Transphobic.
Racist.
Transphobic.
Yes.
So how about her? She can't stand up and say, well, why can't I take testosterone?
Yeah. Well, if she were to take testosterone, it's a performing enhancing drug.
Thank you.
And she would not be able to pass the drug test for her
Wait a
sports
minute.
team.
Who takes it?
If this
The
girl were
second-
to take testosterone to
What girl?
the girl who lost, who came in second, which
Oh,
technically
gotcha.
in my mind was
Oh,
first.
gotcha.
Because, yeah, if
'Cause
she
the
were to
other
take
didn't.
testosterone, she would fail a drug test and could not run on her tracks team because it's a performance enhancing drug.
So his body makes testosterone.
Wait a minute. Isn't that
and he
already... That
can't-
should be illegal, right?
It is. But his body naturally makes it, so he's an amazing runner.
Yeah.
So he wins.
So his body already has performance-enhancing
Because
drugs.
they're
Exactly.
born with it in their DNA.
He makes it.
Men have women are born with
Estrogen.
before your sex is determined when you're born. Men are born with estrogen, women are born with testosterone. But when that chromosome develops the Y that makes you a man, you end up with puberty, the beginning of puberty, at 20 times more testosterone than a female.
Then estrogen, yeah.
Yeah, and little bits of estrogen. So, and not only he's faster now, but he's a freshman. So the older he gets, when he's a senior competing, even when he has those hormones, his testosterone's still going to trump that, and he's going to be faster.
Well, why doesn't he
And
get the... why doesn't he
Testosterone.
de-enhance?
Well, like she said, he hasn't even started going through treatment yet.
Why does
So
he go
just
hormone
because
and less testosterone?
I identify in my brain as a female, but I'm not going to be taking all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know. Well, that's so convenient.
Or why not say, hey, I want to be a girl, but I'm going to still run on the boys' track team, and then they can,
Yeah.
How about don't say anything
Yeah.
and just live your life with your mustache and your dreadlocks?
And what the mother of this
And do a video
Thing said.
and do Super Freak and act like you're Rick James. That's what I would do.
Be an impersonator.
Right.
Here's the thing that made me so mad, that made me think nobody's taking into consideration the biological facts. The mother said the critics should stop focusing on her child's biology while watching races and reading about and accepting the results. So she's saying, well, I know this is wrong because biologically he's got an advantage, but don't worry about that because my child wants to be a girl.
Yeah. Wow. Who do you think you are?
I mean,
what would you do if you had to run in a race? And I'm talking about a race. This is people's livelihood. Mm-hmm. This is people's scholarships.
This is money parents pay for their child to on the track's not cheap.
Yeah.
Well, if it was me, say for me, it would be the half marathon, the Mercedes. I can't remember. I think first place for the half marathon for your age group would be like, I think it's a few $1,000, $2,000 or $3,000. Well, if I came in first place in my age group, which is 20 to 29 years old, or I came in my mind first place, and there's a man who just says, say Byron runs it, and he says, hey, I want to be a woman today because I don't know what I am today.
Right.
And he comes in first place. Yeah, I'm going to take it to the Boston Marathon Association because he's got a genetic advantage and I have a genetic disadvantage. It's just that way.
Yeah.
I mean, I would take it. I would be that person that
you would be the squeaky wheel
and offend people all the way to the top, to the Supreme Court.
Did you turn music on? Yeah. You turned music on?
Squirrel. Yeah, I was just trying to get some background going.
That's interesting.
I'm sorry, I got squirreled.
That's a first. Okay.
No, I did it last week, just kind of in the background.
Oh, okay.
And if it was my child, I don't have children, but I'm sure if I did, I would turn into the mama bear.
Dude, if my kids went to that school,
I would take them down.
I would be livid. And I would, you know what? My kid would probably be taken off the team. I'm sure, because I would be just blowed up. I mean, I would just, that's not right. Just like, why? It's like one person.
Well, in this society, that's the thing to do.
Yeah.
If why can't I do it? That's the thing. The whole identifies whatever. Okay, nobody's going to stop me from doing what I want to do.
That's fine. If you identify as whatever, I don't have a problem with that. I don't. I mean, I think it's weird. It is weird, but I don't. That's your weirdness, and you can have that if you want to.
Yeah, keep it yourself.
But don't interfere with normal everything else.
What's normal? Normal
is everything that everybody else is, and that person is not.
Good one.
Thank you. Star Trek. Okay. Anyway, normal is I was born a female, so we're gonna all have females on this team. I understand that you identify as a female, but you're gonna have to stay on the male team.
Why can't they have a transgender team?
Bam, because there ain't enough of them, probably.
Well, I'm just saying, and then you have qualifications. Like you have a transgender, and then okay, what were you born as before? Oh man, okay. So here's your qualifying time. Even though you identify as a girl, you're going to use these Okay. Oh, you were a girl, now you're a boy. Okay, you're going to use these qualifying times as a girl because you can't compete on the boys level. So all the transgenders get together and they race. So there's a girl racing against a guy that used to be, but they got different. I don't know if that'll work, but
I mean, then you got the gender fluids. Don't know what they are.
Okay, so you got.
We might be a boy Monday. And
what you got to do is transgender. You've got to have different teams. So identify as a girl team would be here, and you only race against identify as girls.
See,
but you're qualifying as men. Use the men time because that's what your DNA is, and then you got the identify as a woman, and then all those people race against each other.
Okay,
but their qualifying times are men,
and that's great on a global or national level. But you're talking about at a high school. There's not that many of them.
I'm just saying it's a solution. That way it won't piss off people that are trying to compete against a man.
Let's send that to the Olympics.
Boom.
Here's the way I think about it. Me running is not my privilege. It's not covered under the amendments.
It's not white privilege.
It's not your right.
It's not my right to be able to go run in the Mercedes Marathon or to be able to go run this track team.
It's something you choose.
It's not. It's a privilege. It's not my God-given right, humanity, all that social justice warrior crap.
So
he chooses to go run.
Right.
So why go mess up everything the way it is? Why that one person has the right to mess it up for all these people?
Because the coach is probably greedy and he's playing into it.
True.
Because
they're winning.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody can touch them.
Wonder why?
Because you have a man.
I want to see somebody. I want to see a female squash them. That's what I want to see.
I'm sure there is somewhere a female, maybe older, that's trained longer. But these
Not
girls,
the same.
girls by 15 or 16, they've hit where they're going to hit in puberty, and their body, their strength and everything's the same unless they train and they make that their later on in life. But he's only going to
see that
continue.
I want to see that one star that's the same level that she's supposed to be and squash.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I'll train hard this year to do it.
Like the chick that came in second was upset. I want to see somebody that can go ahead and go the distance.
How about this? How about if I'm a coach
Let's
of
get in the
a
boxing
school?
ring. How about that?
It's kind of what?
Let's get in the boxing ring.
Oh, how about if I'm a coach at another school?
Yeah.
I'm not racing you.
Where are the coaches on the other teams that are saying, okay?
Yeah, can we look that up? What's going on here?
Yeah.
Have we seen that?
You know what? My girl team is not going to lose to another girl team that has a guy on the team. Sorry.
No.
Not going to race.
No, we don't have any guys on our team. I'll be the coach. We don't have any guys on our team.
As a transgender.
There's nothing against.
Didn't say
there's
there
no
was.
rules we can have transgenders.
That's great, but my girls aren't going to lose to a transgender.
Oh, so now you're transphobic.
Yeah, that's right.
You are? Okay, I'm going to tweet that. Give me the news.
He's fired from his job.
You're done.
Yeah. I mean, that's just horrible, dude. I mean, you're no-win situation. If you're another coach.
Well, if you say no and it gets down to that because you're transphobic, then you're labeled and you're a hater, you're a neo-Nazi, and you're a white supremacist.
Jeez.
What if you're a transgender coach and you don't like it?
I'm sure there are probably transgenders out there that think that that's not fair, too.
There was, I should have saved it. I came across an article of a man who, a man that was going through the process, and he even said it's not fair. He's only going to continue to get stronger. He laid out the list of all the genetic advantages and disadvantages, and this is research from Ohio University.
Yeah.
And their sports medicine department, or their sports.
Hear what Caitlyn Bruce Jenner would have to say about this.
I forgot about Caitlyn.
Well, Caitlyn would be all about it.
No,
he wouldn't agree.
No, he would not.
He would not?
I bet he wouldn't.
Because he knows. He was a runner. He knows he's way faster than any girl.
He was an Olympic runner.
Get him on the phone
right now.
We need to talk to him.
Jenner.
Yeah.
He's still Jenner?
Yeah.
Who's Caitlyn?
Yeah. I would love to hear his take on it.
Maybe let's look it up.
Because I believe, because he has all kinds of common sense.
He does. Yeah. And he's an athlete. He's a well-trained athlete.
Yeah.
And he's trained people. And it's even been said several coaches, online college coaches and sports medicine doctors and physical therapists, all the research shows that a woman and a man can train just as hard for just amount of time. A woman can even train even harder, but it's either going to make her slower from muscle fatigue because her muscles can only absorb so much of that and grow so much because of the lack of testosterone, or the man's going to outperform every single time.
Yeah.
It's all in the DNA. DNA does not lie, people.
That's right.
Forensics.
It's physics.
Yeah, it's physics.
It's physics!
I hear something.
It's the air. Wait, you know what we don't hear in our studio this time? The tree frogs.
Those were real frogs.
Let's talk about.
Did you hear them?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk
They were
about
real.
the eclipse that just happened.
Oh, should we? Yeah, that's newsworthy.
Because I saw this chick that is here, Springville.
Wait, before you get into that, did we finish up everything you had to talk about the running world?
Yes. If people have questions, I have the answers. And they can just leave comments.
And I forgot, where can they reach you at? Are you on Twitter?
I'm not on.
Are you on Instagram?
They can reach her through us. How about that?
They
she
can reach
put her stuff out.
through me or
Do you want anybody to follow you?
The 911 system.
Do you want anybody to follow you on social media that will hear this broadcast?
I guess I do have. Do I have social media?
You don't have
No.
to. I'm just
No,
asking.
I really
I'm just
don't.
putting it out there if you want to.
I'm not interesting.
Okay. She's not interesting, folks, so don't try to look her name up and follow her at all.
We'll just
So,
she
Eclipse,
can
go.
she can contact, and the reason I'm bringing that up is because this chick went
sounds
to
like somebody just,
Tennessee.
Somebody just came in here with a forklift.
This chick went to Tennessee, and the eclipse happened, and it went completely dark in her area.
And people were nervous.
Completely dark. Dude, those tree frogs and crickets started going ballistic.
So it's all about the sunlight.
Yeah, I mean
It confuses animals.
Yeah.
Did you guys buy eclipse sunglasses
work
for your
gave me
dog?
some.
No, they
Oh, the
had them
dog-
for pets now.
Well, the
because-
pets
and
are-
people fell for it.
Well, it's dumb.
Because the pets are going to look.
Yeah, pets look at the sun all the time. Mine's running around like hitting poles and stuff, trees.
She's
It's
blind
just
now.
dumb.
She's blind as a bat.
It's amazing. Speaking of bats, did they come out and look at the eclipse?
I'm sure they probably popped out.
They probably did.
Animals got
I love
confused.
that.
They
It's my
got
spirit
confused.
animal.
They got confused. Well, think about. Wait, did you say a bat is your spirit animal? Why? I didn't know that. You hang upside down
That's how I sleep in my
in your
dark
bed.
day.
A dark cave.
Here's the other thing. Think about this. Full eclipse has been happening from the beginning of time.
Everywhere, all the time.
So
all over
think
the
about the
world.
Native Americans that don't have the technology of knowing that, hey, there's a moon passing in, and when this happens, hey, the place just went dark. Something's happening.
They thought the Earth was
the
coming
Earth's
to an
ending.
end.
What happened to the sun? I can't milk my cow anymore. Well, there was no cows over here, but anyway.
Well, it probably started getting dark, and they were like,
What's happened? Are we supposed to go to bed? What time is it? I was just about to plant some crops.
I'm pretty sure they didn't look at their watch.
Well, I'm sure,
They looked at the sundial.
I'm sure they did. Yeah. Hey, somebody get me some. Anyway, some corn.
So anyway, I just thought that was really cool. The way the tree frogs
They
started
did
chirping,
come out, and
crickets. It didn't get that dark here. I was kind of disappointed.
no, it got very dark. And our daughter Delory, she's been on the show before with a ministry update from Kansas City. Shout out to KC, Chapel KC. But they went to a place where it got very dark. All the street lamps came on. Matter of fact, some homeless people came out with their buggies.
They thought it was time
Yeah,
for-
they were.
yeah.
Yeah, they thought it was time to go loot a store or something. But anyway, she said she didn't actually get to look at the eclipse, but it got dark. I didn't understand that.
Well, because it was raining.
Okay.
It was completely cloudy. No, she couldn't see the sun, but it got pitch black.
Oh, because of the clouds.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. And were you able to see it?
Yeah, I had some glasses.
Yeah, I went out for like a brief second,
saw
looked
it.
up at it, and saw it. And
it wasn't.
I didn't freak out.
I
over
wasn't
it.
going to be sad if I missed
There
it.
was. Yeah.
I guess I don't know. I just couldn't wrap my mind around the fascination of people who traveled to go.
Some people travel.
I don't
I think
know.
some
Am I
people.
not normal because I didn't get
Dude,
excited?
what is she saying? Do you hear what she's saying?
Here's why.
You're saying the exact same stuff
I
that I
didn't
was
get
saying.
excited.
Well,
I feel
here's
like
why.
I lack normal human emotion because I didn't get excited.
Well, some
to take
people
the
are
day
like
off
that.
work.
Some people are not. My CEO actually gave the whole company off a paid
His
holiday.
company got a paid day off.
They
The
s-
schools were excusing absences so you could watch it with your family.
Now, I never saw that before.
Now, let me tell you something.
I've seen an eclipse as a kid in elementary school with a box and the aluminum foil
I
on
just
the
think
head.
they didn't want the
But
liability
they didn't
of
let us
Exactly.
go
kids.
home.
I would be. I'm okay as a mom with the school not taking my kids out because kids are. Some of them are like little window lickers. They're.
I was that kid.
Yeah, and I was too. I would look straight at the sun.
I tried to do that without an eclipse
Like an
before.
eclipse?
I do that all the time. I did that all the time when I was little. I would look at the sun until it went completely black, like it would be a dark circle
Yeah,
in the middle. Yeah.
And you'd be walking around. Is that why you'd lick a window?
I would be
why is it
laying-
a window licker?
I would
Well,
be laying on the trampoline. I would
You'd
be
be
laying
laying
out
on the trampoline?
Yeah, I would.
Oh, I thought she said that.
No, I would be laying out on the trampoline. I'd be looking up at the sun. Yeah, But I would be okay with them not letting my kids look at the, because kids they do stupid stuff. But my thing is, there was just such a little tiny sliver of sun that I could see here.
Here.
But it still
It was
was
so much
just
light.
yes.
Well, no, I will say it did get a little dark.
It seemed like it was either 6
it was
in
like
the
it looked
morning-
like this right here.
Yeah, like it was
looked-
either 7 at night or 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It-
some overcast clouds.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the reason people traveled is because I think maybe they haven't seen like it get completely dark during the day, and they just wanted to experience that.
Yeah. I thought it was
That's
cool
why.
how
Yeah.
the animals got and the crickets and all that crap happened. You know,
The temperature
really,
drop fascinated me.
yeah, it did. That was pretty cool too. I thought it was cool. It was good for me to watch it on video, but I'm not driving.
But if
to go.
I would have missed it, I would have gone. To me, it was just a normal another Monday.
I mean, I was
Yeah.
at work, and it was about 1:30, and I did pull up NASA's website.
Yeah.
And I was watching people, and Oregon, here it comes, and then when it was 1:30, I went outside for
I went
like a
out and
split
looked.
second, looked
Yeah.
up, and
I was
was
like, oh,
like,
that's
okay, there it
neat.
is. Okay, I'm back to
I've
work.
seen it.
But if I would have been at work or enthralled in something and I missed it, yeah, I wouldn't have cried about it.
Yeah, I didn't like that it was on a Monday. That's my off day, and everybody else, they're not supposed to be
man,
out.
what are you
People
doing?
are off work
Nice.
and
Screwing up my holiday.
threw me
Screwing
off.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Me and my mom and dad went outside and looked at it. The kids, it was funny because I had 3 pairs of glasses because Byron's work gave them, to him, and so I gave the kids the glasses. I was like, "Hey guys, it's eclipse." I was trying to kind of build it up, as a mom. Hey,
Yeah,
you're getting
they
to see
just
the
wanna-
eclipse. They went out and they looked at it and was like, "Cool."
Yeah, what's up?
Came back in here and was watching Gumball. Maybe
Now I'll
we
tell
would've
you
got-
this:
they didn't
if it would have been dark, like it was in Tennessee, that would have been more.
Yeah.
They would have freaked out, kind of not freaked out, but they would have been more enthralled.
Yeah, that would have been pretty cool.
Is that the right word?
Yeah, but like where Delory was I think the longest that it actually
Stayed dark?
Yeah, because in Nashville and Chattanooga, it was maybe not even a full minute that it stayed dark.
Yeah, where she was, it was over 2 full minutes that it was dark. Unfortunately, and there was a crap ton of people like at a campground or whatever. And I saw an interview with some people afterwards. I mean, it's just like ants scattered. As soon as it was over, boom, they were gone. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. If she was like an hour away, she said where she lives, it would have been like about 30 minutes, complete darkness. 30 seconds, complete darkness. But where they drove an hour away to see the full total darkness.
The full thought. See, I thought
Yeah.
Kansas City they were right in the line.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't see why they drove
were
anywhere.
Well, because it was longer right there where they drove to. I can't remember the name of the place.
Topeka,
No, I can't remember. It's like
Singapore.
I'm gonna slap you. But if I would have been there, yeah, I probably would have driven an hour.
Yeah.
But people are like, "This is once in a lifetime, once in a lifetime." I'm like,
happens all the time.
unless you're
It's
gonna
a 2024.
die, unless you're gonna die before 2024,
Gonna happen again.
right? It's
Well, unless you're 95. And
Yeah.
you maybe, and you got
But
Alzheimer's.
it's not Halley's Comet. I mean,
Right.
if
When did
you're
that
desperate
happen?
to see it, you can pop a plane to the next
Why
place.
is
it's happening.
Haley still going around out there?
I don't know.
And why does it come back
Look it
again?
up and
Is
see.
it coming back again?
Well, I mean,
look
how many
and see.
times have we seen it?
One time.
One, and that's it?
That's it.
Does it pass through? Does it like get sucked around and cut?
No,
So that was it.
That's it.
Why did we name it? How did we know about it?
I think Haley found it.
Are you like Haley?
Like Haley.
Wow.
That's why it's
Visible
called.
from Earth every 74 to 79 years.
See?
Predicted next perlation, July 28th, 2061.
Wow. We'll make it.
How old will I be?
I will be 91.
See? 91 without Alzheimer's.
I ain't looking forward to that, dude. When did Haley's Comet come before? Was it the 80s, 90s,
You're gonna
early
be
90s?
You're going to, hey, Byron, coming to Haley's Comet. Who's Haley? Haven't seen Haley since 1974. Right?
Right.
Anyway.
That was cool. The Haley's Comet was cool.
That was just something, it looked like it was still.
Look,
It didn't look like it was-
1986.
1986. I knew it was like,
Yeah.
okay, early 90s or
So-
late 80s. Okay.
So 2061?
Now that is a once in a lifetime thing, but it lasted for like ever. You saw it all the time.
Why does it keep coming around?
Oh yeah, it wasn't just a one day thing. It was like
Oh, yeah,
several days.
It was up in the. It's like it doesn't move. It's just sitting there.
Yeah.
But it's going thousands of miles per hour. I
Yeah,
guess.
it
I'm
wasn't
not
just
a scientist.
It wasn't just a one day thing. It
I
was.
wasn't
It,
alive.
You could look up at the sky.
oh, that's
and see
right. You weren't.
I was
She wasn't
born
alive.
It. So it
3
is
years
once in a
after.
lifetime.
See, and I got to experience
2061.
that.
How old will you be?
Well, I'm 28
I'm
now.
91. I'll be 91, so she'll be in her 70s, late 60s,
What?
early
okay,
70s.
so you're going to look back on today and think about this conversation when
We're
you're
still going to
60.
be doing this show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, Haley's just outside. And Amber's going to be like, I still can't believe that person's running as a transgender. I couldn't even lift my right leg.
No, she's gonna be like, everybody's transgender then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm transgender.
Yeah. But then everybody will.
Right. I'll be a woman
It's
by then.
required.
Right.
It'll be required. You'll
yeah.
be an old wrinkly woman.
By then, you heard about the sex bots, right?
No, we're not.
We're not talking about that?
Not
Okay.
gonna, because your freaky friend. We're not gonna talk about.
That doesn't even sound right. What you just said doesn't even sound right. I don't have a freaky friend with
That was
sex
talking
bots.
about it. I'm just
Okay.
saying.
So we'll talk about offline.
No, I'm not talking about that offline with you.
Well, okay. Anyway,
The future's here, people.
Yeah.
Just know this.
transgender
the future's
and sex
here.
bots.
Yeah. Good
I was going
Lord.
to say by then, if you're transgender, it doesn't matter because you'll have a sex bot.
Wow. Anyway, so I can see Haley's comment being it's a once in a lifetime
Yeah,
thing, you know.
this eclipse. was-
Yeah, I'm like you. I don't, you know.
It takes a lot to get me excited, and things like
it
that
sounds
just don't
like
work.
there's certain things. Yeah, like the running world got you excited.
Yeah, that gets me
The
excited.
transgender.
Not
Like,
so much the running world, just the
I know.
injustice of
well, the injustice.
The
but yeah, it's running,
injustice.
too.
Yeah.
stupid people gets me
Yeah.
fired up.
Stupid people get me fired up.
Offended, stupid.
So,
Who do you think you are?
right now, this and where you're at in this society, you're pretty much in.
She stays
this is a
pissed off
bad
all the
place
time.
right now. I mean, don't even turn the news on. Anderson Cooper.
Oh,
what?
I get so mad.
Don't even do it. Don't
I
even
get
do it.
so mad. I see.
Yeah, I can't.
I get mad.
Well,
Well, we
it's 'cause
talk. Well, you know what? I've talked to you before about the 7 mountain mandates and how you need to find your purpose and fulfill that purpose and climb the mountain. I've talked to you about this, right? So right now this is the arts and entertainment mountain that we're doing right now because we're sharing with the world our thoughts and our opinions. This is a ministry, Jesus is Lord. So.
Bam, ministry.
Right, got it. So we believe in Jesus Christ and the Trinity. So,
Yeah.
and we believe in our 7 mountains, and this is part of it.
And we believe in 2 genders.
Right, 2 genders and 1 wife.
And they stay that way.
Without going off the rails, I got a couple of stories that we could talk about that I thought was. Now, I'll read you the headline. You tell me if we can talk about this or not. The reason I brought it up and I thought maybe you would be interested in is because you're both females. Okay?
Okay, let's go.
Here we go.
Because me and Amber are kind of pretty much the same kind of person.
This is the headline. Okay, activists. There's some activists out there that want Trump to support the right to go topless.
Like females go topless?
Yes.
Why would you want to do?
See, so that's the headline. So we can talk about this, or I can move on to the next thing. Do you even want to cover that?
I mean, there's nothing to cover. Get it, cover.
She hates topless!
There's nothing to cover.
It's gonna make me mad because those same women are gonna are victims of visual rape.
This,
Right, well-
this is the thing,
Here's what they want. This is women. They want to go topless in public. They want the right to do that without fear of arrest or shame.
Okay.
That's what they
Well,
want.
you're gonna get looked at by.
Well, I mean, eventually, eventually it would go away.
Dude,
The
how many
newness would go
guys
away.
do you see topless?
All
many
the time.
No, I'm not. Okay,
Just walking
at a
through
park,
Walmart,
at a
well-
park, maybe
At a
at a
park?
park, you might see people
Or
topless.
the beach.
Well, I mean, there's the splash pad. I mean, I'm not going to go topless because it's offensive.
These people want to
I
walk
got
down.
boobs.
These people want to
street.
walk down the street in New York, just
College
walking around
campuses.
topless.
I'm not going to work. That's weird.
If I was walking down the side of, I wouldn't be walking down the side of Highway 11, but if I was walking around, Trustful, and I saw some guy walking without a shirt on that wasn't running and working out, if he was just walking through Target, I would think, what?
You mean like
the
a pair of
heck?
khakis and he has...
No shirt.
Right.
No shoes, no shirt, no
Right.
surface.
Well, we
you know?
are in Alabama, so...
Well,
People at Walmart.
Okay, and here we go again with your women. Your boobs look different.
Well, they're hanging. It's mounds of fat hanging off your chest.
And your nipples
Are different.
Are different. I don't want to see guys topless. Unless we're at a pool at a park. Okay, I can deal with. I mean, I don't mind seeing guys topless.
Wow!
But
Did you see that?
but if you're not running in the summertime in the extreme heat, or not at the beach or
and
the
if
lake,
you don't have
Right,
ripped
if you're-
abs,
yeah,
forget about.
like-
Put that junk back on. No, I'm just kidding.
Right. That's why I can't take my shirt off in public.
Right.
Because people will throw up.
No, they won't.
Well, they have.
Oh,
If you ate some bad applesauce.
I'm just saying.
Well, here's the deal. It's all a part. This is the 10th annual. Didn't know if you knew this. Go Topless Day. It's a global protest. It's held every August since 2007. Did you know that? And it's dedicated to ensuring the right for women to go shirtless if they wish. That's all it is.
It's not okay for women to go topless. I don't want my kids to have to see women's boobs are a sexual thing to men. Why are you showing me boobs? I just
thought it was interesting. The two cops.
Of course, she's very well endowed.
The two
But
cops.
you don't see them up against Granny with boobs.
But she looks like the kind of female that if they start making comments, she's going to say, "Oh yeah, thanks." But there's the ones that the granola munching, unshaved legs. They wear Merrills and cargo shorts
Did you
that are
say
going to
granola munching?
yes, with the gray hair that all look like a pediatrician that are going to say, "These men were looking at me, objectifying me." Well, I can guarantee they're not looking at you because you're attractive.
Yeah. Because you probably got
You're making an idiot of yourself.
boobs.
Probably.
Yeah.
Right. There was a video at the top that I didn't watch, but I'm sure there were some women that you're talking about in that video.
And there's always the big scary feminist with the haircut and the red
rolls
lipstick. Yeah.
and the rolls.
That says if you don't like it, don't look at it.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so I'm guessing you guys are against having the right to go topless.
I'm all about offending a feminist, but well,
I'm
So you guys
against-
don't want the right to go
move.
topless?
Yeah, no,
No.
I don't think it.
Okay.
I don't.
I heard it here first.
I don't. I
folks.
stupid.
Yeah. What about you, babe?
Huh?
You like the fact that women could.
No.
Look, why?
I
Did
would-
you see the smile? Look at him.
It would be awkward, but I think the newness would wear off eventually.
No, it
and
wouldn't.
it wouldn't. So you think every time you're like, wow.
Look at those hooters.
Well, I think it would cause a problem in society.
Yeah.
But isn't there certain places where that happens all the time, like villages?
Like nude beaches
Well, not new beach. It's part of like you've seen
in Ethiopia.
yeah,
like,
something like that. They're just walking around. It's normal. It's like that's part of it's.
Those are third world countries
Those are
that haven't
native.
had the movies and the media and the things that make it
perverted.
sexual to them.
Right.
It's how you feed all those.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm
young'uns
saying.
they got
I think
hanging around.
if you got back to that, all of that, what you're talking about, would go away, and it would just get back to nothing.
Well, then we would have to go back to a different kind of society.
You just drink my drink.
No, probably.
I'll probably go back and watch that.
Watch you drinking it. We would have to have a different kind of. We live in a civilized society. Keep your freaking shirt on.
Yeah, cover yourself up.
Why not
folks.
just go to a third world country if you want to live like that?
Well, because they don't want to be restricted. They should have the right to do that. Why should I have to move away in order to take my shirt off in front of you?
Why do you need to?
I want to be free.
Why do you need to?
Yeah.
Because you're telling me I can't. That's why.
Because these are just a bunch of spoiled little brats.
Exactly. These are the people that are born. They're entitled. They feel entitled just because they want something.
I get a participation trophy because I participated. I get a trophy because I participated.
They just want to be mad about something and stand. The things they stand for they're stupid.
If you want to stand for something that makes sense.
Yes, they stand against everything, but for nothing.
Right.
Not one particular thing, and they just
Right.
because they got trophies their whole life. They got a gold sticker every day when they left school just because.
And their parents told them they could do anything they wanted. You could be anything you want to be. No, you
Well,
can't.
Except when they said, I want to be a little girl. And
Shaquille O'Neal can't be a freaking jockey, okay?
No.
He's a 7-foot giant.
He
He
could
can't
try.
be. No, he can't. He could try, but he wouldn't be a successful one.
Because his feet would drag the ground.
Right, okay? So not everybody can be everything. This little nerds that are going to be amazing on computers and stuff, they're not really good athletes, you know?
No.
I mean, Bill Gates would never have been a great football player.
No,
he might have played football, but he wouldn't have been a great football player. Not everybody can
He
be
would've
everything.
got destroyed.
Yeah, so you can't be whatever you want to be. You need to be what
You need to find out your God-given
God's
assignment.
created you. Right.
Find out your
be.
assignment and get after it and start taking
Yeah.
culture back.
Yeah.
Getting offended.
I know, right?
We're crying on social media.
Just
Okay.
crying.
Next.
Go home and cry to your mama.
Next, this one here is kind of. When I read this was kind of funny. It was funny because it's funny. There was a receipt in New York City. It's a restaurant. The server got fired because he put Ching Chong on an Asian woman's receipt.
What?
Oh, like were you okay?
The customer name on the receipt, he's got Ching Chong on
Which
it.
when I used to work in the restaurant industry, if you didn't know somebody, you'd put like red hat, blue shirt. You know, if you didn't.
So I didn't even know that. I didn't even know.
They
I've
can
never
see
seen
it.
my name on my receipt.
Well, I don't think.
Well, this one here,
That's
he put,
normally if there's more than one server taking care of
he
you,
put Ching Chong.
and so she got offended.
Well, the woman went to, it's called Cornerstone Cafe, and ordered steak and eggs to go on August 16th. When she looked at the receipt, she noticed that the server identified only, the server's name's Ruby, used the racial slur, Ching Chong, as the customer's name. The woman showed, see, that's why I was laughing. It's just, it strikes me as kind of funny. The woman showed her daughter the offensive receipt. You were talking about the offensive. And her daughter, in turn, shared it with a friend on Facebook as Ziggy Chow. The friend then shared the image of the receipt on Facebook, and it quickly went viral. Now, the name of the person is Ziggy Chow. I guess C-H-A-U. I'm guessing that's Chow. I don't know. Chow at first asked for a boycott of the restaurant and suggests that people called the restaurant directly and let them know they have a racist staff.
I mean, just because one person, and I think that's wrong. They shouldn't have done that. That's not nice.
Yeah,
Like-
and where
like-
was their common sense? You know the customer's gonna see it.
Right, and if I would have got a receipt that said biggin, it might have made me feel a little sad, you know?
A little sad. But you wouldn't want to get somebody to get fired.
And if they have good food, I'm not gonna boycott them.
No, dude, I'm a bigot. I'm gonna eat it.
Right. Ching
No,
Chong.
but I mean, yeah, that's not nice. I mean, why you gotta do that, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
Like you said, why couldn't you put blue shirt, red hat?
Yeah, I mean, I used to do that. If it was somebody, a regular that came in, I didn't know their name.
or how
you know.
about, what's your name? Smith? Okay, thanks. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
Smith.
Or guest one, guest two, guest three. You know?
or Ziggy, you know? Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't have said Ching Chong. Why would you? That
Isn't
is
that a
racist.
song?
I think that is racist.
Isn't that a song? Ching chong, ching chang chong, ching tang, walla walla bing bang. How's that go?
That's ooh ee ooh ting tang walla bing
Say
bang.
ting tang.
Ain't no
You
ching
can say
chong.
ching chong, walla walla bing bang.
Yeah, I think that's not nice. I think that's wrong.
Okay.
I don't think they should have done that.
All right. Well, there's the
Because, like I said, I mean, you know,
Yeah, I mean,
like I
Yeah.
said.
big and
Big in. I want somebody to put that on my receipt.
you do.
I'll write it on there.
Would it hurt your feelings?
No.
Okay.
I mean, if you know you're big in or a ching chong, why would it hurt your feelings?
What's a Ching Chong?
I think it's an Asian person. It's just a description.
That's not
Right?
nice. That's racist. That
Is
is
it?
not nice.
So I'm a neo-Nazi?
You're racist.
White
if you
supremacist?
think that.
I was kidding. I don't know.
I know.
It's just that's the stereotype.
I mean, yeah.
Because it's the Ching and the Chong from that side of the country.
Yin
Yeah,
and
the
yang.
yin and the yang. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I
So if I try to speak like Han Hong Tai Hai, is that being offensive?
no, that's what it sounds
fried
like.
lies?
That's what it sounds like. I mean, people don't laugh. They don't know how to laugh at themselves anymore. People do not know how to laugh at themselves.
Dude,
and
see, if I was Asian, I just feel like if I saw Ching Chong, I would laugh.
yeah, right.
Wouldn't you?
Well, I mean,
like if you said biggin or cowboy or whatever.
Yeah, people don't know. Like
if somebody put Spanky on it, because people say I look like Spanky, little
Really?
short Spanky guy from the Little Rascals. I would
okay.
laugh at it.
yeah,
Wouldn't be mad.
Yeah.
Or how about where'd you get that red hair?
strawberry shortcake.
Get that red
Yeah.
hair from?
I'm sure somebody's put ginger on a receipt
Ooh,
somewhere.
the gingers.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
Oh,
they have.
they're-
Are you Irish? Mm-hmm. Wow.
The gingers are revolting now. The ginger.
Gingers kind of get offended at some stuff too.
They get they don't like the ginger stuff at all.
Yeah, they get a little bit offended.
I see. It's never bothered me. I don't know. Maybe I just don't. I don't have that.
Maybe you're not like are you full? You're not full-blooded Irish. Like I'm from the island.
No, but I looked like a baby orangutan when I was born. My hair
Did you
was
say
copper.
orangutan?
And her hair was
She just said the old school way.
yeah,
You know, the new way they say it is orangutan or tan.
Orangutan.
Orangutan.
Tan.
Orangutan.
You said it like I said when I grew up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh, they're still doing that. Praise God.
Alabama. We haven't lost it. Orangutan.
But I don't get offended. I mean, I just don't.
I don't have the offended gene.
I don't. That's exactly what I was saying. I don't have it.
The Z
Yeah.
chromosome.
Yeah.
The X chromosome. Wait, how many chromosomes is it?
2. Men are an X and a Y. Women are an X and
What
X.
about a Z? So the Z chromosome is the offended.
Any other extra chromosome is a genetic mutation.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
We have a scientist among us.
A science
It's just
test.
7th grade biology. I just remember.
And plus she's being an EMT.
And you just took another of my drink. And there's that.
Wow.
Well, that's going to do it, folks. We are at the end of our days here.
I'm glad because my
End of
butt's
our
kind of
time.
hurting in this chair.
It's time to wrap this show up. Thanks for coming on the show, be part of the program, Amber. She doesn't want anybody to follow her on social media, so don't try to find her.
I don't have any fun social media.
You can,
creepy.
of course, find us on Facebook, Who Do You Think You Are Podcast. Also on Instagram, Who Do You Think You Are Podcast as well. Give us some likes, comments, and shares. Also on my website, diceman.com, which, by the way, I was going to tell you, my website's going away. We're going to another podcasting format website, so you can continue to go to diceman.com, and all you will see there are podcast audio episodes only. Of course, you can follow us on YouTube as well. Subscribe and hit that bell. Hit that.
Yeah.
There's a little bell you can click on YouTube when you subscribe, and it'll notify you when somebody uploads a new video.
We need more cowbell.
We need more cowbell. So with that being said, that's the end of the show. Has anybody got any final thoughts?
Well, I was just saying, if anybody wants us to cover anything, let us know.
Yeah, let us know if you want
Us to talk about
some
anything in
offensive,
particular?
like Amber told us about the issue with
That's why we got on this
the
subject.
transgender, and she wanted to come on. I thought it'd be a great
Having a specialist.
yeah,
Yeah.
world-renowned runner on the
Yes.
show to talk about the transgender inequalities in America.
Yes.
So that's why she got on the show. So if you have anything out there like that you'd like to come and voice your opinion on the show, we will be a welcome platform.
And you don't have to be on the show. We can
for you.
discuss it.
Yeah,
for you.
we can still do that. We'd love to have you on the show, though. Also, don't
you're
forget
crazy.
we have a Patreon account, which you can support the show, and so we can buy some new headphones for our guests when they come on.
For the love. Way to use our son's headphones
You know what I'm
today.
talking about? Rough. So any gift you want to give, $1, $2, or $3,000 a month.
Penny, nickel, dime, quarter, please.
It will greatly be appreciated. So if anybody got final thoughts, because we're about to wrap it up.
I'm good. I feel clear.
Okay, so are we still going to do the ending like we talked, or is that because last time you said it was lame?
It is lame. It's cheesy, but
Should-
hey, that's us.
Should we do it?
Sure, why
So
not?
how do we because it was awkward? Do we do a countdown, or do we go? And remember, until next time.
Right, and when you say you'll be talking, you'll be like, blah 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 blah, and you know what? We just want to ask, and then we'll
Also,
all
say that. And,
yeah.
And oh wait, let me think. That's a good one.
What's going on?
Well, we're about to end the show, so you have to join us. So what we're going to do is we're going to point to the camera and go, "Who do you think you are?" Okay. So I'm trying to think of a good way to segue into that. Because
Well, a good way would have been if you have any questions or if you want to bring up any topics that you want us to ask. Who do you think you are?
Okay, let's do that. Why don't you say that, and then
I'm done. I'm done. Bye, Felicia.
No, wait. We've got to end it right. So why don't I just say until next time? Remember to ask. How about that? Okay, that's the end of the show.
All together on 3?
Yeah, right. Well, I'm gonna go like this.
Oh, look, deer!
Oh my gosh!
Oh, yeah, they're hopping.
They're all around here.
Dude, we have wild turkeys.
Yeah.
Another. Oh, that's a dog chasing them. Get him. Get him. Get him.
One time.
You almost got it.
You almost got it.
Hey, one time one tried to jump the fence and it broke its neck.
It did.
It broke it's on the ground.
Oh, it died?
Yeah.
No, it didn't die.
Well, they had to come out and shoot it.
Yeah, they did.
Well, okay, so remember, until next time, remember, always ask the question,
who do you think you are?